today, and we are super fucking happy about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, take a moment to like and until the space. Let's bring some more people in here to enjoy the celebration of the farewell party to the Savior.
Say goodbye, a farewell for this motherfucker that put the fucking video of the fucking hostage. So this is a fucking farewell for me, okay?
Because he shouldn't exist from the get-go. He should have been executed by the Mossad long time ago, and I've been asking for this for a long time. And I was talking to my commander. I'm telling you, this needs to go.
I think that you need to gather all the bios, eliminate them.
He deserves to be genocided like all the other Nazis, and he's a convicted fucking criminal. And they pissed the hell out of me. This fucking Hamas and giving them a voice after October 7, and us Jews and Israelis can live peacefully. I hate him.
Great.
I hate him.
Yo, what's going on? Can you guys all hear me all okay? You can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Doing a random stream today. A random stream. We already done a stream earlier, but thought why not do another one? Oh, we got some W's in the chat. Shout out to you, Anicho. Thank you for tuning in, brother. And Samuk. I think you was here earlier, wasn't you, Samuk? Nice to see you again, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Can you guys hear me all okay? Just wanted to double check everything's running smoothly before we start talking. Just gonna check the Rumble. Oh, we got a 1 from James O'Neill. Thank you, brother. Thanks for tuning in, man. Good to see you here. Just checking Rumble. We're live on Rumble. How are you guys anyway? How are you guys doing? Oh, we got 1 from Enicho as well. Thank you, brother. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, how you guys doing, man? Obviously we usually only do 1 stream per day, and we do them every 24 hours, but I thought why not do another one. I saw a lot of stuff going on Twitter and things like that, so I thought why not, even if it's only a quick stream, just go over a little bit of news and see what is going on. Oh, you're from Belfast, James. Shout out to you, man. I think you was in one of the streams before, weren't you? I think I remember speaking about it. Yeah, what country you other guys from tonight? Usually when we do a stream it's like 5-6 o'clock UK time, so probably be some different people in here tonight. It's good to speak to people on different time zones, you know. Currently in the UK it's midnight right now, so surprised we've got James here with us, man. Another night owl like me. Watching you from California. Shout out to you, man. California, big up to you. Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, we've got some more news to go over, man. We've got some more news to go over. Hidra Modi, that's a long name, but Hidra, thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, Samak, thank you, brother. Thank you for tuning in again as well. Yeah, so there's only a few bits to go over. I thought we can go over a little bit of news. We can do some live coverage as well. Maybe if we see things coming out while we're on stream, we'll go over it all. And maybe we can react to some videos or something like that. We'll just see how it goes. So, Farley Marley, thank you, brother. Appreciate you joining us on Kick. I advise everyone every stream, please do this, guys. Go to Kick and follow me there if you haven't already. Yes, bro, I was going to go on YouTube before I see you. Yeah, man. So it's not a normal time of day, Farley Marley. We usually don't stream this late, but why not, man? Switch it up. Thank you, Bonhead. Thank you for tuning in, man, as well. But yeah, I don't know how up to date you guys are on the news, but about within the last 20 minutes or so, I'd say there was a big strike in Bahrain. Let's get into it. Give me 2 seconds. So yeah, basically what happened was a hotel for American diplomats in Bahrain was just hit by Iran. Let me just move my Streamlabs over here so I can see the videos. Danny Gucci, thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I don't think we're going to have any moderators here today as well. Quick one. Do any of you guys want to be moderators? Any of you in the chat now? We're going to need some other moderators for these type of late night streams. Oh, Bunhead, you're from Spain, yeah? Shout out to you, man. What part of Spain are you from? Spain looks really nice. I'd love to visit one time. Yeah, let me know. Whoever wants to be a moderator, let me know. We'll do first come, first serve. As long as you're not a Zionist, of course. But yeah, we don't censor free speech unless the Zionists just, you know, talking absolute nonsense. Then sorry, they'll have to get put on timeouts. But you know, could do with a little moderator in here. If anyone's up for taking the job, let me know. If not, I'll give it 10 seconds and I'll get into the news. Any volunteers? Don't know if there's a bit of a delay as well. Is it me or is there a little bit of interference with the mic? Wow, what can you hear, man? What does it sound like? Let me have a listen. Oh, I hear that as well. Any volunteers? What is that? Is it my phone? Delay as well. Is it still there, Farley Marley? If I move my phone. Thing is, I can't hear the stream unless I check it on my phone. I heard it as well though when I just clicked on it. Is it still doing it? It's still doing it. Everyone else. Aliens. The aliens are here. The Zionist aliens, man. Is it bad? Let me try to turn the mic on and off. Sorry about this. It's interference. Everyone else. How do I stop that, man? That's annoying, isn't it? 1 second. Just make sure there's no annoying noises for you lot. Maybe that's fixed it. Looks like it's cleared up. Can you hear me still, guys? I think I just messed up my camera. That's better, is it? Yeah? Cool, sorry, let me just put my camera back on. I think I unplugged it. Disaster. Bear with me, guys. Can you still hear me, yeah? Alright, 2 seconds. It's good now, yeah? Great. Let me just fix the camera now, 1 sec. One of them things, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Camera's back on. Now the thing is that I have appeared to knock my light off. There we go. Back to normal. Can you guys all hear me? Yeah. Hopefully the it's not doing that noise anymore. There we go. Sorry about that. Voiceover's clear, camera's clear. Let's get into some news. So yeah, nice. So basically, guys, what happened is about 20-30 minutes ago, a hotel hosting American diplomats in Bahrain was just hit by Iran, reportedly. We haven't heard anything from Iran, as far as I know, confirming or not confirming it, but the chances are that it probably was Iran. I don't think this one was a false flag, because we've seen a lot of attacks happening to Bahrain over the last 24 to 48 hours due to them constantly letting the Americans attack Iran. So let's watch some footage. So yeah, breaking. A hotel for American diplomats in Bahrain was just hit by Iran. This was literally about 25 minutes ago. Let's watch the video. Whoa, huge impact. huge impact there. Don't know if there's any casualties or anything yet. I mean, didn't look too nice, did it? You won't want to be in that hotel when that went off. And then there's some more scenes from Bahrain here after the impact at the hotel.
سيارتي ويلعنكم سيارتي سيارتي.
Yeah, crazy. Just want to check to see if there is any more. So I know Jackson was posting about it. I'm not sure if this is in Bahrain. It doesn't specify where this video was. Yeah, I'm not too sure about if that is in the same video. But a tower that was the location of the Americans in Manama was also attacked by a drone. So it looks like Iran are going ham tonight. They're going absolutely ham. Let's look at this one. See all the destroyed part there, I think. Crazy stuff. And also, Iranian missiles were passing through the skies of Haifa in occupied Palestine. Yeah, user, we're trying our best, man. We're trying our best. Everyone to keep calling me James. Yeah, but yeah, this is in Haifa. I mean, Iran are not fucking playing around tonight, are they?
We go, move.
Some crazy scenes, a proper firework display going on around occupied Palestine tonight. And yeah, here's another clip from the Sif area in Manama after one of the buildings was targeted. Let's watch this one.
Huh? कौन सा भी बोल ओ पैंट मेरे कच वज गया पैर कच वज गया अपने कितने गया अपने गिरे ना नहीं वो सामने बिल्डिंग से गिरा वो सामने वाली के गड्डियां गुड़ियां बच गई अफसर भाई की गड्डी का लगा लगा
So yeah, they're not fucking playing about today. Ever since the new Supreme Leader came in, he's been giving everybody complete hell. Unfortunately for Donald Trump, he thought that eliminating, or should I say murdering the old Supreme Leader, he thought that this would somehow stop all this, but he was wrong. He was wrong. You know, terrorism is not the answer. They're swearing in Indian. Oh yeah, we had another guy on Kick as well, Captain Rehabog. Thank you, brother, from across the pond. Yeah, we've got a lot of Americans in here tonight, looks like. Great to see you guys all over on Kick as well. I think Kick seems to be more of an American platform for some reason. A lot of more American people on there. Mohammed said the first guy was exclaiming, my car, be damned with you. It's funny. And this is the moment a drone, despite efforts to intercept it, directly hit the targets in Erbil. Sorry. Oof, they're not fucking about. This is literally all within the last hour, all these videos. Missiles are coming in. Obviously we haven't got a location on this one either. Someone said Israel. Oh, this is AI image. Well, is that AI? I think that's AI. Yeah, looking a bit AI. Where is this video? There we go. Someone's asked Grok. Israel. We never can really trust Grok though, can we? Everyone, Grok, where is this? Where is this? But yeah, missiles are coming in either way from Iran. Yeah, I think this is Israel. Yeah, just some chaotic scenes, man. Chaotic scenes. The Saviour, have you seen Trump's speech? What speech was this? Is this tonight? Was this today? I don't know. Let me know when the speech was. If not, we'll have a look at it. If I haven't seen it, we'll have a look at it anyway, to be fair. Yeah, look, there's just so many videos. Sky above the north of the occupied Palestine here.
نوديل كم يا دفوك نوديل بموتي وكم بموتي يو تموت again يو يملك.
People are freaking out. They are freaking out. And also we've got footage from Haifa. Farley Marley said today Trump was chatting pure breeze. He was like, if we didn't attack Iran, they were going to attack us first. I think I did see that. Is it on YouTube or something, or X? Oh yeah, and another more footage, sorry, from Bahrain. Strikes on Bahrain also targeted Clariant's Millennium Tower. I don't know what this sounds about.
قهوة
Oh, yeah, we saw a video of that a minute ago, didn't we? About a different video. Yeah, I mean, looks like Iran are not fucking about tonight, man. They're not fucking about at all. Farley Marley said it's on X. Let me have a look if I can find it. What would I type in? Let's have a look. Suppose I can just type in Trump's speech or something. Surely it will come up. Excuse me, guys. I do look a bit tired tonight, but we'll strive for it. So let me just type in. I'm gonna type in. The Saviour, it was a Republican conference Donald Trump spoke at. He was talking BS. Let's have a look. I must have missed this if it was in the last few hours. Can't find it, man. Look at, why is X so annoying? Like, if it's all over the place. Is this it? Heavy slurring Trump. We're achieving major strides towards completing our military objective. Some people could say that they're pretty well complete. Is there like a full version of it? Yeah, I don't know why they're all like all over the place. Look, like 2025 and things like that coming up. That's the one. We'll watch this little clip. Does anyone know where I can get the full video? Let's see if anyone put it in the comments. No clue. Let's watch it anyway. So Trump said we're achieving major strides towards completing our military objective. Some people could say that they're pretty well complete. Doesn't seem that way, but
while we're doing all of these things, we're achieving major strides toward completing our military objective. And some people could say they're pretty well complete. We've wiped every single force in Iran out very completely. Most of Iran's naval power has been sunk. It's on the bottom of the sea. It's almost 50 ships. I was just notified it's 51 ships. I didn't know they had that many. Didn't last very long. But while we're doing all...
This guy's such a clown, man. Do you think it was on Jake Shields or Sarah Wilkinson handle? I'll have a look. He said, can you talk about Bibi's brother or Ben Gvir? I heard the man got taken out. I don't know, I haven't heard anything about Ben Gvir, but I think the stuff about Netanyahu's brother was fake, to be honest with you. I haven't seen any confirmed, I haven't seen anything confirmed about it. Oh, is this it? Unconfirmed reports that head of Mossad, David Barnea, has just been targeted and killed in a retaliatory strike by Iran. Interesting. No, I don't like listening to Grok, but Grok's saying there's no evidence supporting it. It's an unconfirmed rumour, but, you know, never know, I guess. I haven't seen any, like, big accounts post it either, really. I don't think this post is loading, which is strange. Ben Gvir's house is injured. How have I missed all of this stuff? Oh, this is the speech you're talking about, ain't it? President Trump claims Iran was about to launch an all-out attack on American assets in the Middle East within a week if we didn't strike first. This is a new revelation. I mean, it's crazy, guys, because literally earlier on today in the other stream, I was saying about how like the Americans, they haven't even really given a proper reason why they want to have a war with Iran. Usually they'll come up with some, you know, nonsense excuse, but it seems like this time around that they've just said, like, we're doing it for Israel. Like, the whole world knows it's for Israel, and it's like they're not even bothering to deny it or try and think of another reason somehow. But I guess this is their so-called reason that they're gonna say. Let's watch the video.
Had we not done the B-2 raid, and if we not done this one where we said, nope, it's time to go in, we have to go in, have no choice. Number one, if we didn't go in, they would have come in after us, because I see the Democrats trying to justify it, and they're failing because the voter on the street is saying, you got to be kidding. But I see where they're going, where they're always saying, no, there was no reason. Well, I'll give you the best reason of all. Within a week, they were going to attack us, 100%. They were ready. They had all these missiles, far more than anyone thought, and they were going to attack us. But they were going to attack all of the Middle East and Israel. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it on Israel. And this was going to be a major attack. And they had all of those missile sites and all those launchers that we got rid of, about 80% of them right now, by the way. Got rid of most of the, see it's died down to a trickle.
This guy just talks absolute waffle. Trump's speech is on YouTube. I tried to paste the link, but it got blocked. I mean, yeah, is it worth watching it, guys? How long is the speech? If it's not worth watching it, we won't. It's probably just waffling anyway. Exactly, that guy will make up any lie to deflect from the Epstein files. I mean, yeah. Did you guys see the thing earlier? Saying that it showed like the stats since this war started, how the public have lost so much interest in Epstein, and that's exactly why they've caused this war. It's part of the reason why, isn't it? One is obviously for Israel because they're scared of Iran, and two is, distract everyone from the Epstein files, because it seems that everyone's stopped talking about it now. At first, Trump didn't even want to release the files, if you don't remember, and then what does he do? He just, throws a distraction in place instead. No, I can't talk to that. I can't listen to him anymore. No, I agree, man. His voice makes me want to go to sleep. I'm already tired enough as it is. Let me find the thing I'm talking about with the Epstein files. I think Sneeko posted it. Oh yeah, that's another. Oh yeah, someone said about Professor Zhang a minute ago. We can definitely watch that as well if you want. Where is it? So here it is. This is what Sneeko posted earlier. So Sneeko posted something saying, if it ever loads, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the internet's been so slow around here lately. Using the Ethernet cable as well today, so it should have been going quicker. I don't know what's going on. Oh, now where's it gone? Okay, cool. So, incredible how quickly we now internalize the most evil information as normal. So yeah, look, this shows like it shows the interest in Epstein has completely hit rock bottom. It's completely hit rock bottom since the start of this war between Iran, America and Israel. And I even commented on this earlier this morning on my main account saying this was their plan all along, because it was. It's what they wanted to do, anything to distract everybody from what's going on. Trump does what he does best, you know, terrorist, attacks countries for no reason. Trump is terrorist. Trump is a terrorist. Professor Zhang's videos are great. Yeah, we'll definitely watch some of that, you know, because I've been meaning to watch it all day. I've seen a couple clips about it. I haven't actually seen the full video. Have you guys watched the full video? Is it any good? Yeah. Let me anyway, we'll put up some more news. Type some stuff in the comments as well, guys, if there's anything you want me to go over, because this I've got a few bits to go over, but haven't got too much. But mainly what I wanted to talk about, some of the stuff I've been seeing. Zhang Ziyi, it was pretty good. Yeah, that's decent, man. We'll watch some of it. Watch some of it soon. What I wanted to talk about as well is the absolute. Have you guys seen the absolute destruction that Hezbollah has been causing to Israel? It's funny because as soon as this war started with Iran, pretty much within under 24 hours, Hezbollah said, you know what, cool, we're involved. We're gonna send these Zionists to the gravesite. And they've been going crazy, man. They've been going crazy. They've been destroying, well, first of all, they've killed loads of Israeli soldiers and commanders and things like that. And second of all, they've just been completely obliterating loads of like military outposts and things like that around Israel. Someone said, damn, Hezbollah took out the helicopter. Yeah, I know, they're moving crazy right now. Let me show you some of the stuff I've got about Hezbollah since, this is literally since the stream earlier. I don't know if you guys were watching earlier or if you saw the replay on YouTube. I haven't even had time to edit up the other stream and post clips of it. I posted a couple, but literally since then, they've still been going crazy. This is only 7 hours ago. Hezbollah fired a missile from Lebanon that struck Tel Aviv and no sirens went off. So unfortunately for the Israeli settlers, they didn't even get a chance to run away this time. Not a good day to be a Zionist. I'll tell you that now. Here's some footage from it, only a couple of seconds, but we'll watch it. So you can see all the smoke here, and then yeah, look at these funny Zionists that make these memes of me. I think they're funny. Yeah, here's some more footage here. So I've got several streams open. Wow, what streams have I got open? Is there more sound coming from this or so? And Hezbollah, oh yeah, this is it. So Hezbollah announced it targeted an Israeli army intelligence station near Tel Aviv in Wadi al-Ila with an image showing the strike's success. This is, look at it. They get direct impact, Hezbollah, you know, they've got good accuracy. We did play this video earlier on the stream, I believe. This is when it first happens. Hezbollah targeted an intelligence base near Tel Aviv. So yeah, this is it from earlier, for those of you that didn't see it.
הנה, תראו מה הולך, פגעו פה איך קוראים לזה? בצלחות. הנה, תראו מה...
Yeah, they're putting in work, man. They're putting in some serious work. And there is another video of it, of the Israel's SES satellite station after it was struck by Hezbollah earlier today. So yeah, we've got some more footage here as well.
בדיוק בבדיקה.
Yeah, they're not fucking about Hezbollah, are they? Not fucking about. And also, so after all of this destruction, Israel have now announced a ground invasion of Lebanon, signaling it by sounding the horn. I mean, what is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? Look. The fuck is that? was gonna have a sound effect then. The fuck? Fuck is that, man? Fuck is that? Is that meant to scare Is that meant to scare the? Is that meant to scare Hezbollah off? That horn. Hilarious. That shit killing me in my headphones. Sorry, Farley Marley. Sorry about that. It was killing me in my headphones, to be fair, but it's hilarious, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. Is that meant to be intimidating? Oh, what happened there then? My post disappeared or something. But yeah, Hezbollah absolutely destroying these Zionist clowns, as they did before. Remember they had the war before, and they pretty much cooked them then as well. It's funny that Israel has all this funding and all these weapons and everything like that from the West, and they still just get embarrassed because their hearts, you know, they haven't got the heart for this. Not even in key. I know, what is that, man? Is that meant to motivate people to go to war? Sorry, I know it hurt your ears, but we just gotta watch that one more time. One more time for that. The fuck, man? Fuck is that, man? Fuck is that? Onto some other little bits. What is going on, man? Look what my Twitter's doing. I don't know what is going on right now. Filming security verification. This is dodgy, man. What is this? It says this website uses a security service to protect against malicious bots. This page is displayed while the website verifies you're not a bot. The hell? Never seen this before. Well, verify I'm human, apparently. My account has been locked. Been banned, guys. What's going on? I hate these little games they make you do. X been working hard locking off man's account. I know. What's going on, man? We're back in though. We're back in. Very strange to just do that out of the blue. Usually it does that if I've like got to delete a post or something. Oh, here we go. Now we're just now we'd kick back to the home page. So yeah, so some new footage earlier. Wait, let's take you to the before story. So basically, the Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian said a few days ago that the Temporary Leadership Council approved that there should be no more attacks on neighbouring countries and no missile launches unless an attack against Iran originates from these countries. And since then, all that's been going on is attacks from these countries. As you can see here, this is new footage showing the moment the US fired HIMARS surface-to-surface missiles towards Iran from Kuwaiti territory. Yeah, they don't learn. They don't learn. These Americans don't learn, and these other countries don't learn for letting it happen. Oh yeah, this is the clip I posted earlier actually from this Trump speech. This must have been the one you was talking about. I only saw this though. I didn't know that. I didn't really see the full speech. I don't really pay attention to Trump's speeches like that, to be honest. I just see these little clips. But Trump also said earlier that we took a little excursion because we felt we had to do this to get rid of some evil. And I think you'll see it's going to be a short-term excursion.
I mean, at a level that nobody thought. We took a little excursion because we felt we had to do that to get rid of some evil. And I think you'll see it's going to be a short-term excursion. How good is our military, right?
No, how good your military? Your military is getting embarrassed, man. And also satellite imagery revealed the extent of damage after an Iranian drone and missile strike completely destroyed a US military communications hub at the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. Some images here, before and after. You know, some direct impacts there as well. Someone says sounds like Sooty from Sooty and Sweet the Puppet Show. Guessing you're talking about those atrocious horns that was played Yeah, he doesn't know what happened to X, man. And the only other thing I saw as well that I didn't share earlier was the Saudi Defense Ministry reported that 9 drones en route to the Shaiba oil field in the Rub al Khalil were shot down. So interesting, I guess. Let's have a look at this interview, shall we? Do you guys want to see the interview? Is it Professor Zhang? Should we watch some of it? See what it's like. Watch a little bit of it. Let me know as well, guys. Actually, let me just do one last scout for some breaking news, just to make sure there's nothing going on right now. Two seconds. Oh, IRGC as well. I forgot to share this. IRGC responded to Trump when he said that and said, "We are the ones who determine the end of the war." Exactly that. That's what we were saying earlier on the stream as well. Like, why does Trump think he's the one that's in charge of this? I don't know. He started it. Iran will finish it. Let's check Jackson hasn't posted anything new. No. Epstein regime calling other evil. I know, right? Cheek of them. Let me just check my Telegram. If there's no news there, we'll go watch that interview. Everything's just moving extremely slow today. I heard that Iran said that they will let ships pass through if European countries or Arabs kick out Israeli ambassadors, but I haven't fact checked it yet. I haven't seen that, to be fair. I'll have to maybe look into that as well. Let me pull up some of my trustworthy Telegram pages. Scott Ritter said, yeah, someone said about Ben Gvir stuff a minute ago, to be fair. Let me have a look on my Telegram. No, I don't see anything. I'm in a lot of, like, you know, big Telegram groups that always have the news, and look, there's not a single one. As you can see, guys, you probably can't see actually, I'm in like hundreds of Telegram groups, and for none of them to post it just seems like it's probably not true. Resistance Trench Smear has always got some good news. See what he's been saying. Do you think? Good shout. Samak, man, you remembered that I wanted some new sounds. If that could be a good shout, you know, the horn. That might have to be a. Do you reckon I could, what can we use that sound for, though? Celebration. Israel lost a key radar system. What's this? US authorities have reportedly intercepted encrypted communications from Iran that may serve as an operational trigger for sleeper cells in the Western Hemisphere, or as we call it, Israeli false flags. Let's watch this. This seems interesting.
Meantime, an alarming report of threats outside Iran. ABC News reports Iran may be activating sleeper cells. Quote, the U.S. has intercepted encrypted communications believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as an operational trigger for sleeper assets outside the country. If true, further illustrating Secretary of State Marco Rubio's point, we are fighting a terrorist government.
The United States is currently engaged in an operation targeting the world's leading hostage taker, the world's leading sponsor of terrorism. They are trying to hold the world hostage. They are attacking their neighbors. They are attacking neighboring countries, their energy infrastructure, their civilian population. They're attacking embassies. This is a terrorist government. This is a terroristic regime. And we are seeing them conduct terrorism using nation-state elements, using weapons like missiles and one-way attack drones. And the objective of this mission is to destroy their ability to continue to do that.
But Iran's...
Yeah, it's complete nonsense, man. Complete nonsense, exactly that. It's just a false flag, man. It's a reason to, you know, get the public to hate Iran, to brainwash the brainwashable people. Let's check out Mahmoud OD. Yeah, man, of course I know Mahmoud OD. I'm actually, we done an interview together before. It's on his channel. That horn is called a chauffeur. Hostage takers. I know, who are they to tell people that, who are they to talk about hostage taking? Like, they haven't just been, you know, taking hostages for years, taking Palestinian hostages for years. No way. The Israeli army and the American terrorist army once again attacked decoys. No way they did it again. No way they're that dumb. Wow. And they actually post it as well in their own little Hebrew chats, like they're proud of it. Not the smartest tools in the shed, are they? Not the brightest tools in the shed. This is where I need the horn sound, yeah. Probably, yeah, to be fair. These idiots. These fucking idiots, man. Oh look, they've even admitted it. Head of the Zionist settlement, Mar Galiot, in the northern occupied territories. We underestimated Hezbollah's capabilities. How funny.
איתן דוד, יושב ראש מרגליות.
Ah, shut up, man. Can't listen to terrorist language, man. We get the point. Of course, they're bombing ambulances as well. Larijani reacted to Macron's claim to open the Strait of Hormuz and said it's unlikely that security will be established in the Strait of Hormuz with the fire of war that the US and Israel have created in the region. True. And Hezbollah made a statement, I missed some of this to be fair, in response to the criminal Israeli aggression that targeted dozens of Lebanese cities and towns, as well as the southern suburbs of Beirut, the Mujahideen of the Islamic Resistance, at 10 AM yesterday. Monday, the 9th of March 2026, for the first time, targeted the Saborit base east of the city of Haifa, 35 kilometers from the Lebanese-Palestinian border. Sorry, I can't talk. Really tired. Palestinian border with a swarm of attack drones. So yeah, Hezbollah just continue to put in work. Oh yeah, and this is some more footage from the hotel in Bahrain after the American figures were targeted. News reports speak of American soldiers being transported to hospitals in Myanmar following a direct attack inside one of the towers in Bahrain. Let's watch this. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy scenes. Saw that earlier, didn't we? Look at this. Look at the hypocrisy. You got Trump saying, "No way," the reporter said that to him. No way. Reporter, you've said that the war is very complete, but your defense secretary says this is just the beginning. So which is it? Trump says, I think you could say both. It's the beginning of building a new country. The rest is going to be a determination as to my attitude. And then you got the DOW rapid response saying we've only just begun to fight. You know, make up your mind, guys. Make up your mind. Let's play this clip.
Mr. President, you've said the war is, quote, very complete, but your defense secretary says this is just the beginning. So which is it, and how long should Americans be?
Well, I think you could say it both. The beginning, it's the beginning of building a new country, but they have no Navy, they have no Air Force, they have no anti-aircraft equipment. It's all been blown up. They have no radar, they have no telecommunications, and they have no leadership. It's all gone. So, you know, you could look at that statement. We could call it a tremendous success right now as we leave here. I could call it, or we could go further, and we're going to go further. But the big risk on that war has been over for 3 days. We wiped them out in the first 2 days. When you think about it, it's incredible. We wiped out a big navy, very powerful navy. You know, these were ships. These were serious ships. These were ships that you buy when you want to win battles. They're all on the bottom floor. The sailors are all running off the ships. They refuse to get on the ships. The Air Force is gone. Everything's gone. The missiles are down to a trickle. The drones are down to probably 25%, and they'll soon be down to nothing. We'll have where they manufacture the drones are under fire as we speak. They're being hit. So the rest is going to be determination as to my attitude, along with the people in the Trump administration, what we want to do. Thank you.
Clown, man.
Trump is terrorist.
Trump is a terrorist, man. Oh look, we got an update on this from the other day. The Israeli terrorist Smotrich says shrapnel tore through his son's liver during an attack near the Lebanese border that wounded 8 soldiers. That's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Oh yeah, and Trump also said, I saw this clip earlier on Twitter, you just suggested Iran got a Tomahawk and bombed its own elementary school, but you're the only person in your government saying this. Even your defense secretary wouldn't say that. Why are you the only person saying this? Trump says, because I just don't know enough about it. It's something I was told is under investigation. These reporters are going in on him a little bit, weren't they?
President, you just suggested that Iran somehow got its hands on a Tomahawk and bombed its own elementary school on the first day of the war. But you're the only person in your government saying this. Even your defense secretary wouldn't say that when he was asked, standing over your shoulder on your plane on Saturday. Why are you the only person saying this?
Because I just don't know enough about it. I think it's something that I was told is under investigation, but Tomahawks are used by others, as you know. Numerous other nations have Tomahawks. They buy them from us. But I will certainly, whatever the report shows, I'm willing to live with that report. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy can't even keep up with his own lies, man. He just lies so much he can't even remember. We've got footage. Spoke about the American strike on the Iranian girls' school as well. Footage shows an American missile likely destroyed the Iranian girls' school. Will the US accept any responsibility? Trump says, well, I haven't seen it. I will say that the Tomahawk, which is one of the most powerful weapons around, is sold and used by other countries. Iran has some Tomahawks. It's laughable at this point. It's honestly laughable.
Tomahawk missile likely destroyed that Iranian girls' school. So will the U.S. accept any responsibility?
Well, I haven't seen it, and I will say that the Tomahawk, which is one of the most powerful weapons around, is used by, is sold and used by other countries, you know that. And whether it's Iran, who also has some Tomahawks, I wish they had more, but whether it's Iran or somebody else, the fact that a Tomahawk is very generic, it's sold to other countries, but that's being investigated right now.
He just lies, doesn't he, Farley Marley, man? This guy, man. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with this clown? The US is manipulating the oil market.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. On Iran, you called it an excursion. You said it would be over soon. Are you thinking this week it will be over?
No,
Are you talking
but soon.
about days?
I think soon.
Okay, and with respect
Very
to...
soon. Look, everything they have is gone, including their leadership. In fact, there are 2 levels of leadership, and even actually, as it turns out, more than that. But 2 levels of leadership are gone. Most people have never even heard about the leaders that they're talking about. So it's obviously been very, very powerful, very effective.
Trump is terrorist.
Fuck this guy, man. Proper terrorist scumbag, isn't he? Oh, there's loads, isn't there? There's loads. There's loads. So we have sanctions on some other countries. Just seeing if there's anything. You have to keep the straits flowing. With all of that, it affects other countries much more than it does the United States. It doesn't really affect us. We have so much oil. We have Venezuela now as our new partner. And don't worry, Trump, Iran will not be your partner. They've clearly showed you that when they've elected their own supreme leader. Let's see this video.
So great that they will have wished they never did it. Because you have to keep the straits flowing. With all of that, it affects other countries much more than it does the United States. It doesn't really affect us. We have so much oil. We have tremendous oil and gas, much more than we need. We have Venezuela now as our new partner, great partner. It's worked out so wonderful. We're working with the administration, the president, and it's a massive source of oil, gas, everything. But
yeah, and Benny, we know that it was a double tap. We saw the video as well earlier. We was watching it on stream earlier. yeah, quite bored of Trump now, to be honest with you. Anything else? Warfront Witness has always got some good updates. Allegedly Southern Lebanon 10 minutes ago. Calls Trump again. He said, if Iran does anything that stops the flow of the oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they'll be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far. Additionally, we will take out easily destroyable targets that will make it virtually impossible for Iran to ever be built back. As a nation, again, death, fire and fury will rain upon them, but I hope and pray that it does not happen. This is a gift from the United States of America to China and all of those other nations that heavily use the Hormuz Strait. Hopefully it is a gesture that will be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald Trump. You see the way he tries to turn, China and other countries against Iran with them little cheeky comments, but really and truly, I guarantee Iran they'd let China still get through, and Russia. It's very he thinks he's smart, Trump, doesn't he? Thinks he's smart. No, it's alright, man. It's alright, Benny Hill. It's no problem, brother. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else. Should we watch some of that stream? Sneeko. You guys all following me on Kick, by the way. Appreciate it if you do that, if you're not already. Just need to check on my Rumble, guys, if there's anyone there. Oh, I can hear you in USA. Sorry, Country Boy Forever. That's what I mean. I missed your comment on Rumble, man. I don't know why the Rumble chat doesn't come up here. It's so annoying. Everything's extremely laggy for me today. If anyone's watched the Professor Zhang interview with Sneeko, let me know your thoughts on it too. What a Kick message coming up on the chat. I can't see it for some reason. What did it say? Let me just check my Kick there. Oh, what have I done? Oh no, I saw the messages I've already seen. Don't kick me. No, Benny, what it is basically, it's just like another streaming platform, but the thing is, with YouTube, when I do these streams, they demonetize them all. I don't get any revenues from them, so... but when you go to Kick, basically Kick's like, they don't care what you post sort of thing. You can stream anything and they'll still give you revenue, but you just got to build it up, man. It's hard to build up. YouTube seems a little bit easier to build up, like followers and things like that. We'll have a look at that stream now anyway. Let's have a look. Computer's been so laggy. There it is. Sorry guys, I don't have YouTube Premium. Let's have a look.
It's true that Israel...
No worries, Farley Molly. Appreciate you always, brother. We'll catch up tomorrow. There'll be another stream tomorrow anyway, like 5:30 or something, UK time.
Wants America to lose this war so that they have dominant control over the Middle East. Because they exist off of American dollars and American troops, how could they afford and how could they protect and how could they have greater Israel without American support? They're a small population, they would have less money. Are they capable of controlling the Middle East without America?
Right, so I think that's one of the great misconceptions in the world, which is that Israel is dependent on American power. That's not true, actually. Israel is far more superior than people recognize. Israel has the most dominant military in the Middle East. In fact, I would argue that it's really the American military that restrains the power of the Israelis.
What about the potential of a false flag attack?
Yeah, so we're already seeing hints of this. The Iranians, the Persians are smart people. They like to think ahead. Destroying the Middle East does them no good. What they want to do is knock out American bases in the GCC so that America no longer threaten Iranian sovereignty. But ultimately, when the American bases go, the GCC then becomes client states of Iran. And that will enable Iran to not only rebuild their economy and rebuild their society, but then to project power throughout the Muslim world. These influencers also have property in Dubai, right? So it's in their best interest to maintain the image that Dubai is still vibrant. But look, once a mirage is punctured, you can't see it again, okay? So, I mean, it's done. I don't see a future here.
How many of these people, like Patrick Bet-David, I recently saw, he's like trying to copy your lectures a little bit, maybe you didn't see. But this is a good example of a Western Iranian who he comes to America and encourages this war, but then he's not going to fight in there, he's not going to enlist. There might be a draft coming, I don't know if you think that's likely. And he doesn't go back to Iran. Are these examples of Mossad paid influencers?
So he actually got in touch on Monday. He wanted to interview me. He wanted me on his show. And what happened was, that was the same day that there was a concerted online campaign against me. And that I went on Twitter and like, everyone was attacking me. And like, it was the same talking points. Who are these people? And why is this happening all at the same time? So that interview request from Patrick Bet-David, it's sort of like, I'm like, you know, like this must be a setup.
What are your immediate predictions with this war?
The amount of insanity that's going to happen in this war is going to be beyond our imagination, okay? I think at some point Trump will introduce a draft.
This looks interesting, doesn't it, guys?
This is the last time we...
Looks interesting. Where does Professor Zhang come from, by the way? He seems very smart, man. Don't know where he came from. He just blew up all of a sudden. I keep seeing him everywhere. Just checking on these comments before we get into this video. Just a couple of bucks. This is Senior Buck. You're doing a great job, as I think my lad's already told you. It's good to see someone like yourself unafraid to think. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support, man. Samak, you should definitely get paid. Oh yeah, sorry. Shout out to you, Shad, on Kick. Thank you, brother, for being on Kick. You definitely should get paid for all your time and hard work. Yeah, exactly the reason why we're trying to get people over to Kick, man, because then you don't have to, you know, ask for donations or anything like that over there. They'll just pay you for streaming. So yeah, if you've got Kick, man, drop me a follow there. Be very appreciated. I've asked this question if you live stream today, yet no one has answered my question. What did you ask, Benny? Oh, you're talking about Kick, maybe? Zhang is godsend. Yeah, anyway, let's play some of the video. I'm not going to watch it for too long, guys, because it is 1 AM nearly where I am, so we'll watch a little bit of it. I do have to get up early tomorrow.
Spoke, you were right. You predicted all of this, and since then you've become quite the social media.
Let me just grab a drink as well. I'll leave it playing.
A phenomenon. I'm seeing you everywhere, all over TikTok. People are sending me all over Twitter. People love your lectures. I admit I've been watching almost all your lectures, but taking a lot more notes. I'm studying and participating in your class. So thanks for the work you do. And there's so much to talk about. This is you know, you kind of, maybe you even predicted it with our next call. You predicted this war, predicted the desalination plants being bombed by Trump. Maybe you predicted the timing of this second stream.
Yeah, I mean, things are accelerating. I did think that these things would happen, but the pacing is striking. I mean, how fast things are moving, because already there are rumors for draft, right? There's reporting that Trump is in favor of ground troops. And now there's talk of a...
Well, you guys all know each other in the chat, yeah? You guys all know each other. He is a Chinese, studied in US. Yeah, I think trust him as much as you would in Andrei. Well, you don't trust him. Why is that? I thought he seemed quite based, didn't he?
Draft, which would be a disaster for the country.
So, let's just start with your predictions, right? Your YouTube channel is called Predictive History. You got a lot of this right. I'm not sure. So, how much time do you have today?
Well, I mean, we usually do 2 hours, so I was planning on 2 hours, but we can cut it short if you want.
No. As much as possible. This is okay. So, when do you think that there is going to be a U.S./Israel ground invasion of Iran?
Right. So, this is actually very hard to figure out. Because usually the strategy is to use proxies, right? So originally the strategy was to bribe the Kurds to go invade from Iraq. Another strategy was
Oh, nice, you guys will know each other. That's good, man. Little reunion in the YouTube chat.
to deploy Sunni ISIS insurgents, which are heavily infiltrated by the CIA and the Mossad. And this was the strategy used very effectively in Syria. And then you would support these proxies with special forces and military intelligence targeting and airstrike.
What country? Sorry to keep interrupting the stream, but what country are you guys all from? Burks, Paddy, and Benny. Are you from the same area?
The intention is to draw out the Iranian military as much as possible, right? Because the ground war favors the Americans and Israelis. There are certain issues with this, of course. The first issue is that the Kurds don't trust the Americans or the Israelis because they've been screwed so many times by them. So the most famous example is the 1991 Persian Gulf War, when George H.W. Bush encouraged the Kurds to rise up against Saddam Hussein.
Sorry, I won't keep interrupting this. One more thing I just wanted to reply to Patrick there. You said you like my video down in Crowborough. Funny little bit of story time, for a quick little story. That Crowborough video, when we done that Crowborough video, that was the most chaotic, one of the most chaotic videos that you didn't really get to see because I was filming it all on my phone, you see, and I didn't have a lot of memory on my phone, so we just sort of record and stop recording in between interviews to save the memory and the storage. And yeah, basically that time we went there. We went to the Tommy Robinson protests before, but that was before a lot of people knew my face. Then we done a couple of other racist protests and no one really knew me, but by the time I went to that the Crowborough area, loads of people knew my page and we was like recognised pretty much instantly. And then when we was walking past, there was people shouting at us, "You terrorist supporters, you this, you that." And then when the camera was rolling, my cameraman was recording me talking to some boy there. They started trying to throw like bricks and objects at my cameraman. It's a shame that we didn't get a lot of it on camera. We did get one of the videos of them throwing something and we put it in the video, but just an interesting fact about all that, man. Those Tommy Robinson Zionist guys are very violent, it seems. But yeah, thank you for your support, man. You guys have fallen out. Hope you guys can amend it, man. Have a ceasefire in the chat. Ceasefire, guys. Yeah, sorry, let me play the video because I know that some of you probably want to see this. So do I, to be fair.
It did. And then when it came time for the Americans to support the Kurds with air power, they didn't do so because they thought that a Kurdish state in part of Iraq would destabilize the region and would piss off the Turks, who are NATO allies. So then Saddam Hussein launched a brutal crackdown and killed hundreds of thousands of Kurds. I mean, it was a very brutal crackdown. And this is actually a very common theme in the Middle East. So the idea that the Kurds are going to go become cannon fodder for this Israel-American military operation didn't work out. And I think that, you know, a couple of days ago, Trump announced that, no, they changed their mind. They're not going to use the Kurds. Another possibility is that Azerbaijan comes into the war, or maybe the Balakis in southeast Iran come into the war as well. But it doesn't seem as though anyone's interested because they appreciate that, first of all, you can't really trust the Israelis and the Americans. Second of all, it's a losing proposition because there's no really, there's no grand strategy to actually win this war. So that's a major problem. Also, we need to understand that a lot of Mossad capability within Iran has been depleted. So remember, during the 12-day war, the Israelis, for the first few days, was devastating the Iranian government.
Benny, I'll make you a mod now, man.
A lot of scientists, a lot of generals, a lot of government officials were being killed, targeted. But the problem with that is that you are revealing to the Iranians your networks in the country. And so after the war, they were able to figure out, you know, where the vulnerabilities were, where the leakages were, catch the spies, and eliminate this human intelligence network embedded in Tehran. And then you had the January protests, where Mossad agents and Mossad affiliated cells were spearheading these protests. They were shooting police officers. They actually beheading police officers. And this led to a violent confrontation. And, that made great headlines, and that made Trump very angry. He said that if these protests continue and the slaughter continues, then he would deploy his Air Force. But what it did was it destroyed these local networks that Mossad had spent years and years to build up in order to precipitate a color revolution. So in other words, another way of saying this is that after a year, the Israeli-American intelligence networks in Iran have been destroyed, and so it's very hard to launch a color revolution. And these conflicts have made the government in Iran, much more resolved, much more resilient, much more determined against the Americans and Israelis. So the idea of using proxies or using the color revolution playbook won't work in this scenario. So your only option is a ground invasion. And so now there's talk of the Americans seizing Karg Island off the Persian Gulf, which is where the Iranians refine the oil and export it overseas, primarily to China. And it sounds good because once you do that, then you basically destroy the economy of Iran. Iran is very much dependent on its oil exports. But the problem if you do that is that you're now within artillery range of the Iranians. So they don't even have to launch drones or launch suicide submarines against you. They can just strike you with artillery embedded in the mountains. So from a military perspective, that would be suicidal. I mean, it would give the short-term adrenaline boost of yeah, we knocked out their economic capacity. In the long term, it would be suicidal for the American military to do so. From a military perspective, there's no good pretext, no good strategy for a ground invasion. The problem is that given the way the war is going, given the sunk cost fallacy, given the fact that the GCC nations are under a lot of economic pressure, Trump may be pressured by his allies, and especially by Israel, to do something. And what the GCC nations need Trump to do is stabilize the Strait of Hormuz, to open the Strait of Hormuz. And that basically means a ground invasion where you have 100,000 American soldiers trying to occupy the Strait of Hormuz so that ships can pass through. Right now there are two major issues. The first major issue is insurance. These commercial insurance companies refuse to insure any ships that pass through the Strait of Hormuz. So even if the Iranians don't actually fire anything or mine the Strait of Hormuz, these ships can actually pass through it. And the other issue is protection. So Trump has discussed the possibility of deploying the American Navy to chaperone these ships through the Strait of Hormuz. And that would be suicidal as well. So the Americans have found themselves in a situation where there are no good options. It's only a question of what is your worst option and how much are you willing to further invest in a bad investment? It's literally a drunk gambler in a casino. It's really a question of how much money he's going to lose before he actually gets kicked out of the casino.
But I saw the report from the Kurds. I'm not sure if this is
He's good, ain't he, man? He's Professor Jinga. He's good.
True. That they rejected the invitation to fight against the Iranians, which you detailed in your lecture that this was going to be the strategy. They were going to try to arm the different ethnic groups because Iran is very ethnically diverse. There's only about 50% of the country are strictly Persian, but you have the Kurds in the northwest, you have the southeast region, you have, it is a very diverse country. So this has failed. And now the only way to really reclaim the Strait of Hormuz is with the ground invasion. You wrote in your Substack that in order to complete actual regime change, that you would need 500,000 soldiers, but you estimate to be successful they would need 2 million.
Yeah, so experts are saying that Trump may deploy 500,000 troops, which is the bare minimum. And what I'm saying is that just to be, militarily, you would need at least 2 million. Because remember, it's not just combat troops, it's also support as well. So you have to think about the logistics network that you need to protect. And that's the issue that they faced in the Iraq War in 2003. So, on the news, you saw these Americans doing thunder runs in Baghdad. It was good optics. But what was not reported was that the American military was moving so fast throughout Iraq that their logistics network got left behind. So their transport was left behind, and it was easy prey for the Fahedin, which is the armed militia of the Iraqis. So even though the main military suffered greatly under the American attack, it was actually the armed militia, okay? And these are just volunteers. They were doing tremendous damage to the American military logistics network. And so the Americans are good at shock and awe. They're good at air wars, a quick in and out. They're bad at fighting a long-term ground war. In fact, I mean, the Americans have not fought a long-term ground war since Vietnam, and that was just a dumpster fire.
And there's a lot of analogies we can. Vietnam War seems like it's a repeat of this disaster. It's extremely unpopular with the youth. Vietnam War in Iran, you can see most people, besides the Western Iranian diaspora, which I'm so confused about that they're supporting of this, that they think that this is going to free Iran. But the similarities which you outlined, the fact that Vietnam won, they didn't lose the war because they have familiar terrain with the jungles. Iran is surrounded by a mountainous region, so if they do put a ground invasion into Iran, they can hide in the mountains and just play hide and seek until this is a failure. I'm also seeing the report, so I want to get more into the strategy and asymmetrical warfare, but let's start with the pretext of this war. They keep saying that there were 30,000 protesters, which you have correctly pointed out was infiltrated by CIA and Mossad, confirmed by Mike Pompeo, former CIA director under Trump's first administration. Is this 30,000 number correct? Because we haven't seen any footage of these bodies.
Co-producer is going to give you unique sounds that actually fits your track in seconds. Let me show you. First,
Well, we watch another 10 minutes, guys, and then we'll have to leave it.
Well, the Iranians say 3,000, and so 30,000 is, I think, an exaggeration. I mean, the reality is that 30,000 is a very hard number to hide. So satellite imagery can give us mass graves. We would hear a lot about this from social media within Iran. I think 30,000 casualties is a very high number. I think it's more like 3,000. I mean, like, these are people, right? So there are names, there are families, there's documentation.
So this is a straight up lie. This is how to get Americans galvanized. What about the potential of a false flag attack? So right now, what's extremely unpopular is when this war started on February 28th, we found out that a school was hit and around 170 children were assassinated by this Tomahawk missile. And they even put another strike right afterwards and they killed the medics, which is a war crime. So this is really unpopular, and Hegseth and Trump have denied this. They're saying that they're going to investigate it, and in this White House audio on the Air Force One, Trump is saying that it was Iran that did the strike, even though the Tomahawk missiles are only from American military. It doesn't come from Israel, it doesn't come from Iran. Because this is unpopular and people are now seeing how evil this is, maybe it's a response to the Baal effigy being lit on fire. You know, it's the Semitic god, the false god of human sacrifice. That could be a response. You know, you're going to burn our god, then we're going to offer up a sacrifice. Anyway, that gets a little bit, you know, about eschatology. Is the potential of a false flag style 9/11 attack on the table?
Yeah, so we're already seeing hints of this.
Do you guys think there'll be like a 9/11 style attack?
All right, so in the first day, Saudi Aramco, the major oil company of Saudi Arabia, said it was shutting down production because a drone had struck their facilities. And at first, everyone assumed it was Iranians who did this because the Iranians are engaging in economic warfare against the GCC. But then later reporting revealed that it was actually a drone from Lebanon. So it's not coming in from the east, it was coming in from the west. And so people suspect that it was an Israeli false flag to drag the Saudis into this war. Also, if a drone hits your oil facilities, that's an act of war, right? So why didn't the Saudis immediately declare war against Iran? We assume that the main reason is they didn't have concrete evidence that it was actually the Iranians who did it, okay? So that's point one. Point two is that Tucker Carlson on a show said that he received information from the Qataris that they had arrested 2 Mossad agents who were trying to infiltrate and sabotage energy facilities in Qatar. And later on, Qatar actually came out and denied this. But I mean, Tucker Carlson has a lot of contacts. And if he's going to say this on TV, then I think there's some credibility in his reporting. Plus, it's also the Mossad MO, right, to do this. Then there was this drone from Iran that attacked the Azerbaijan, and the Azerbaijan president, huffed and puffed, and he said that he was going to send in ground forces. And then it was later revealed that it was probably another Mossad false flag. So the reality is that this is just how the Israelis do things. They don't like to fight wars themselves. They like to drag their allies into the war, right? And it's in the best interest, actually, of the Israelis to create a regional conflagration, because ultimately their purpose is the Greater Israel Project. And Naftali Bennett, who was the former Prime Minister of Israel, and who was expected to actually replace Netanyahu after Netanyahu leaves the world stage. He said his basically words were, Turkey is the new Iran. So what he's saying is that after we're done with Iran, we're going to go after Turkey, right? So the Greater Israel Project requires Israel to go after Saudi Arabia, occupy parts of Saudi Arabia, occupy parts of Turkey, and to occupy parts of Egypt. So why not destroy Saudi Arabia in this war to make life easier for yourself later on? Why not drag Turkey into this war to make it easier for yourself, right? So I mean, the game plan of the Israelis is very, very clear, and false flags are definitely their MO. It's only a question of how serious will this false flag be? The most serious false flag that I think is coming up, which will shock the world, is the Al-Aqsa Mosque. So as you may know, they closed down the Al-Aqsa Mosque these past few days. And for the past 2 years, they've been doing archaeological surveys, digging basically underneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque. So the great fear is...
Thank you, Marge.
...is that the Israelis are planning a 9/11 attack where, an Iranian missile streaks through Jerusalem, and then the Al-Aqsa Mosque is destroyed in a controlled demolition. And then the Israelis blame Iran for the destruction. In fact, if you go on YouTube, there's a very famous video where a preacher talks about this. This rabbi who talks about this, where wouldn't it be wonderful if during a war an Iranian missile comes to destroy the Al-Aqsa Mosque? Then we can build a third temple, and then the Arabs and the Persians would start to kill each other, and let those animals and cowards kill each other. What a wonderful thing, right? So I think that's a great fear. But look, there's also talk of maybe an aircraft carrier getting sunk. Right, Abraham Lincoln is just in a sitting duck right now in the Persian Gulf, and if that were to happen, it would be a mass casualty event, and that would galvanize the.
Thank you, Bespoke, as well, man. Thank you, all you guys.
American public, the American politicians have been talking about false flags in America and Europe for the longest time. We're like, oh my God, there are these Iranian sleeper cells in America and Europe, and we should be afraid, right? So I mean, they're just preparing the group.
Follow her on Twitch. Thank you, Lucho, man. I do advise you guys all follow me on Kick, though. It will mean a lot, but I appreciate you either way.
Round for a certain false flag. What it will be, we don't know, but we can expect a false flag at some point.
So the GCC.
Yeah, so crazy, man. False flags. I mean, we're seeing them come out everywhere. To be fair. Where else do we see false flag? We saw the false flag in Bahrain, not Bahrain, Azerbaijan, Turkey today. What was the other place? Cyprus. That's what these Israelis do, man. They've been doing this stuff for years and years. False flags non-stop. It's an attempt to get the public on their side, It's an attempt to get it's just an attempt to get the other countries to defend them as well. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've got to get up in literally 5.5 hours, so I'm going to have to leave this one here, sorry. But we will be doing another stream tomorrow, about 5:30, 6 PM UK time. For those of you that wanted to carry on watching the video, it's at 20 minutes and 20 seconds. It's on Sneako's channel. Sneako interviews Professor Zhang. If you guys want to go carry on watching it without me, that's fair enough. I'll probably finish it off tomorrow myself. But apart from that, guys, I do appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye. Have a good night.
Today, and we are super fucking happy about it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to like and empty the space. Let's bring some more people in here to enjoy the celebration.
Yes.
The farewell party to the savior.
Say goodbye, a farewell for this motherfucker that put the fucking video of the fucking hostage. So this is a fucking farewell for me, okay?
Because he shouldn't exist from the get-go. He should have been executed by the Mossad long time ago, and I've been asking for this for a long time. And I was talking to my commander, I'm telling him, listen to me, please go.
I think that you need to gather all the Zios, eliminate them.
He deserves to be genocided like all the other Nazis, and he's a convicted fucking criminal. And they pissed the hell out of me. This fucking Hamas and giving them a voice after October 7, and us Jews and Israelis can live peacefully. I hate him.
Great.
I hate him.